What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about 3 different mining stocks today. I'm starting it off with BTCM for Nathan OJ Alas, and then we'll be finishing up with RIOT and HIVE for SA Junior 6NL. Those are the people that requested these, so we're talking about them right now. Looking at this here, BTCM up a lot, up 59% last week. Good job. Overbought a lot. Top to bottom here, breaking through your 236. You're probably on a move. You're at 641 now. You're probably going to go to 1150, maybe even a little bit higher. You could see a $12 price before this thing's ready to turn around again. I do bet that what you'll see is probably a move like this, a little bit above the 382, and then back down to your 236 area. A little bit above the 382, if whatever, something in this area, and then back to this area is what. And then we can talk about higher, but in the immediate term, higher, probably higher. Daily RSI, where it cooled off before, you might take a break to open up the week. It is a holiday week and everything, so maybe it's New Year's week that you'll start to move up again. There's nothing wrong with coming down a little bit, consolidating in this area, right? There's nothing wrong with that. So all in all, you're probably on your way up, but you could consolidate. This week could be the perfect time to consolidate. So don't be surprised if you see this thing down like $1 lower. It really could. It could even go like $1.50 lower. Yeah. Previous area of resistance becomes support right here, maybe even on a closing basis right here. You might go all the way down to 440, 485 before you start to move up more, but that's okay. Because all in all, again, I think you're moving up to like $11.50, potentially $12 in a very short amount of time. I think you really what you did was you just broke out of this ascending triangle, right? Ascending bottom, flat top, just broke out of it. You could touch back for support, and then off you go. If not to $11, man, you might even go higher. Like, truthfully, let's look around that $10 to $13 area first, though. But you might be making a move that's all the way up to $21 even over time, over a lot more time. But I like it. Up right now, up for now, and then down is what I'm thinking. That's BTCM. So now moving on to RIOT platforms. SA, I feel like whenever you asked about this, you said that it was a laggard. It was lagging. I don't think it's lagging. It looks like it's moving up. A lot of these mining stocks have been moving up. It's not moving up as much, but this thing has a lot higher of a market cap. It's gonna move up slower. You know, it's probably got more money flowing into it, but it moves up less because it's got more money, overall liquidity, and just a higher market cap. You know, more money involved. Period. You look like you want to go higher though. Nice. You just got overbought on your weekly. Top to bottom here. Yeah, you probably move up to about $23 actually, almost 24, probably 24 to 30, somewhere in that range. You might even move higher because this isn't respecting these fibs too well. Yeah, man, you're probably going to go above $30. Probably. You might be going all the way up to 50 actually. Like, I think you're going to be moving up toward this previous area of resistance zone, somewhere in here, around 40 to 45, maybe even $50, somewhere in there. Yeah, that's what I think RIOT's going to do. Right, it's at 17. Good job. Wow. And I say right now, this is on a weekly basis on the stock market, right? This can take months. It can take months. This could be after the halving that you see prices like this. Maybe it's right at the halving. Maybe it's a month or two before the halving. That's still multiple months away from now. So not tomorrow, not next week, not the week after, but you're moving your way up there now, right? A straight trajectory like this, as you've been following, right, on the lows here, that put like your lower limit line. Your upper limit line would be, well, that's not accurate totally, but roughly sometime at the end of February, maybe in the beginning of March, you know, assuming that you just continue to move up like that. But Maybe you do it quicker, maybe you do it less time, who knows. But all in all, probably multiple months before you see prices up here. But I do think you're going up there. I like this structure a lot, man. You off of this high to low that gave you like your slightly lower double bottom here that started this move up. You found resistance on your 1618. After finding resistance on your 1272, you came down, found support on the 886. Generally, this maneuver, what you see with this is you get deeper extensions. And by deeper, if you're at the 1618, I often don't think that you're going to stop at the 1886, which is at about 29 to 30 bucks. I don't think you're going to stop there. I think you're probably going to go to the 2272, maybe even higher. But that's what, I feel like 40 to 44, you're being at 17, almost $18. That's a bit pie in the sky already, especially for such a short amount of time, but I think you're going to go there, genuinely. Let's see if there's anything else that lines up with that real quick. That's my cat, if you can hear that. I'm keeping those lines up to just kind of keep it in mind. 1886, 1618 in that area, yeah, you could. Maybe you go a little bit short, whatever, but probably above 30 bucks is what I would think in a very short amount of time, like months, multiple months. Anyways, that's RIOT. So we did BTCM and RIOT. Now we're going to move on and finish this bad boy up with HIVE. HIVE here, HIVE Digital. Crazy. Wow. 38.8%, nice volume. RSI looks nice, but let's keep going. Don't stop here, keep going. You stop here, it's not going to look good. You can open up the week. Tomorrow, the next day, whatever, you can come down as long as you close the week green or at least neutral. Just keep going. Try to keep going. That's probably the best advice. Top to bottom, you're in that golden retracement zone. Keep going, man. If you keep going, you're going to be rewarded with this $8 to $12, probably more like $9 to $12 range very soon. And then you probably consolidate for a little while. But it looks like it wants to go up more, but it's being tested. It could stall here. And if it stalls, it might go lower. Hard to say. Really hard to say. I don't want to say this because I normally err on the side of hope, but I kind of think this thing turns around. You might be moving down to about 420, 430, somewhere in that range. $4 to $4.30, somewhere in that range. Find support and then move up. You might be on pause for a week or two, is what I think. And that makes sense. It's holiday week this week. It's holiday week next week. So maybe a week or two, you're paused, and then you resume going up higher. Because I do think inevitably you are going to take this high out. You've got higher lows, right? You're probably going to get a higher high at some point. I just don't know if you're ready yet. You're at areas where you might be met with resistance. But hey, if you keep going, if this week can close not just a little bit green, but sizably green, right? Like 10% or more, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. What would it take to convince me? Yeah, maybe like 15% or more. If you can close this week 15% or higher, I would think that you are on your way to setting a new high. And where would that new high be? Top to bottom, all the way up at $9 to $12, somewhere in there. But if not, and I genuinely do think you're probably moving down to about that $4, maybe just a little lower than that, but around $4 to $4.30 area. That's my thoughts right now. So if you guys like the video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a good night, a good day, wherever you are. Merry Christmas, by the way. It's actually past midnight where I'm at, so it's not Christmas anymore, but who cares? Take care. Bye-bye. Adios.